Alright, what's going on everyone? Today we're playing a roguelike deck builder that I was very excited for. This is, look, I don't get hyped for like early access games and stuff just because, dude, I have so many games in my Steam library, and if I see a game in early access, it's like, it's fine, I'll play it when it releases. But this game I was super excited for, I added it to my wish list, and then it released, and the reviews were not great. So today I want to play it, I want to talk about it. Fortunately, I picked it up on sale for like, I think it was like $5, and I don't know if it was worth $5, but it's got one of the most interesting. Let's just get into a game. So you have these circles of hell. Let's just go to the basic. Do we want to go? We'll go to the hard one that I haven't beaten yet, so I can die quickly. But so this is what the first off. Let's just talk about this. Righty, guys, listen to this. Oh yeah, love that. The audio just overlaps and gets super loud. But what's interesting about this, when we get in here, this is what excited me about the game. By the way, I just love the art style. I mean, this is kind of gross here, but this is really cool. But the issue with the combat of this game is it's just very, very strange. So I have 3 cards. So the little rectangle up here, you see 1 red, 1 blue. This one has 2 blue, 2 red. So they correspond with these pips. So if I were to, say, play this double red one here, it doesn't fill 2 of these. It fills 1 of this and 1 of this, which is why I cannot play this, because there's not 2 blue cards. So the idea here is that my actions are going to trigger these attacks. So I need to play actions that sort of help negate what my opponent's going to do. So we have 3 damage 2 times, and this is going to get more powerful the more this ability happens because it's got boost. This is 3 damage 2 times, but it doesn't have boost. This is 3 damage 2 times. I can also flip these. This is a very basic enemy. So I don't want to fill this too much because this is going to get more powerful as the fight goes on, and this one's not so bad. So let's just, I want to use this one to get some armor. So we'll do double red here. So I get 12 armor, and now both of these have a pip filled. And now I'm going to, I'll just do this here. So this is going to trigger this ability. It's going to hit some of my armor. That's fine. And I'm going to try to not fill this too much. So now we have double blue. I can gain a shield, which would be useful for this. So what I can do is I can play this. This gives me a shield, which is going to negate all damage. And now I can trigger this, which is going to deal 6, and I'm going to deal 6 to them, but I'm going to negate the 6 damage because it gets blocked by my shield here. I can deal 16 and take, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which my armor will actually block. Maybe it's worth just doing that. They go to 19. Both of these are going to proc. Brings me down to, this one still needs to go. Oh, was that not filled? Never mind. I'm just an idiot. I can gain a shield. It immediately dies to this. It prevents 3 damage. Not really worth it. So I think I'm just going to deal 6. They go to 13. All of these are filled now. So, and they're all, this is 6 2 times. So I want to focus on these. So let's just do 6 damage, take some damage. And then if I can get a single blue card here, that'd be nice. I do. It's 6 damage. They're at 9. So this is going to deal 6, which is fine. I have enough armor for it. They're at 3. I need damage. All of my stuff is defensive. This is bad. So here's a bad situation, right? I have all defensive stuff, so you can't end the turn. So what this does is it's going to redraw my hand. It's going to flip these all over. So if they were, ideally, you get like 1 out of 2 of these. You get 1 out of 2 of these. You get 1 out of 2 of these, right? You fill all these up, and then when they're all about to proc, you end the turn and flip them all. The downside is there will be stuff that happens. So in this case, it's going to deal 9 damage to me. I can also have stuff that appears here based on my cards. So I just can't do much. I mean, I guess I can get this shield. I take 6. I guess this is still worth it. I'm not going to do this actually. I'm going to do this. I need a 1 red damage, and I don't get it. Holy crap. Oh wait, no, I got 2 red now. So now I can do this. Okay, so that ends the game. So that, what that shows, I think, hang on. So we can, the interesting thing about this is you don't get cards, you get pieces of cards, and then you can you build them. So this is 1 blue. Deal 6 damage if Imp Outrider has Stigma. So Stigma is a thing that just, it's like an arbitrary counter that builds up, and then in this case it'll apply 1 week. Gain 2 counter. Counter is very good. And stealth. 5 shielded and 2 rage is insane, but it costs triple red. So I can only play this if all the cards are red, which is tough. Or we just have deal 16 damage, and then the first time we use it we get stealth. That's pretty good. I'll take this. So we'll do this, and that's our card. Cool. So the problem with this game, I guess we can get our reward here. We got, if your armor is lower than 1, when you redraw you gain 10 armor. That's decent. At the start of battle, gain 1 precise. At the start of battle, gain 1 counter. Counter's nice too. This is useful. So now we can advance. So the problem I have with this game, and I think the problem a lot of people have with this game, considering its popularity, is it's basically the exact opposite of what you want to do with a game, right? Like, if you think of most games, the phrase that people use is you want your game to be easy to learn but difficult to master, right? So if you think about like Rocket League, for example, Rocket League, you get into your first game, you immediately know how the game works. You have a car, you drive your car into the ball goes into the net, you score, you're trying to score more points than your opponent. Simple, easy, very easy to understand. But getting to the skill level of like pros takes like thousands upon thousands of hours, right? It's very easy to learn, it is very difficult to master. And this game has the opposite problem, I think, which is that it is very convoluted and unintuitive how to, like, you know, fill these up and not take damage and stuff. It's very like, it takes a while. It takes a while to like wrap your brain around like how to optimize filling these. But then once you get to a point where you understand like how to do this stuff, then like there's no depth. There's nothing. Everything is just basic attacks, right? And there's probably more. It probably gets more complicated. But like, what are we doing here? Let's gain a shielded. Yeah, it's just like, when I first got into this game, I was like just trying to figure it out. It's very weird, right? So I'm trying to optimize how to fill these. And after like a couple hours, you know, I started getting pretty comfortable with it. I bought this, by the way, like several months ago. So this is the first time I played it since then, which should tell you what I think about it. But you know, it was cool. Like the combat, this whole idea is very cool. But it's so complex and it's so weird and it's so, like, it's just very strange. And then like, as soon as you figure it out, it's like, okay, but now what? It's just damage and block and that's it, right? It's very basic. It's complicated with basic effects. Do I just go crazy? Probably. Down to 17. So the problem is, if we fill this, they get shielded 2, which I don't want. I can deal 16. So we should be able to do this, get them down to 11, and then deal 16, and they die before anything happens. See, like, it's interesting, right? I was able to navigate that fight in what I would say is a skillful way. We've got 12 piercing, so it ignores armor. Deal 4 damage 5 times, apply 3 stigma. I mean, that's 20 damage. It is 3 blue. This is 24 and 3 stigma. I mean, honestly, just 12 piercing's probably fine. These triple cards are so hard to cast. You can't skip 2, by the way. 8 damage and 8 armor. It sounds nice. Kind of like this. I'll take this one. Nice, well-rounded card. This is also a problem. I find, like, the best cards in this game are the well-rounded ones. Right, when I think of Slay the Spire, there are cards like that. Like, Ironclad has cards that deal damage and gain block. But usually you're incentivized to, like, find really like crazy strategy. That's like the roguelike, you know, like that's the roguelike 101. It's like you want your game to have like crazy over the top stupid strategies, right? That's what makes Binding of Isaac so good. That's what makes Slay the Spire so good. Monster Train is finding synergies and doing weird crazy stuff. And this is like, I mean, I can deal 6 damage. So it's a really cool, complicated, crazy combat system that's actually... Why didn't that work? What happened? I don't know what happened. My thing just didn't do anything. I will gain shield. This is piercing. I don't actually know why my thing just didn't work. It must have had an effect. I wasn't paying attention. Alright, so we have 12 damage here. I do have a shield. Piercing will ignore armor, but not shield. So we probably want to proc this 18 while I have a shield. So let's just do like bam. What does rage do? I assume it increases damage. It's not popping up. There it is. Increase character strength. So I increase their strength. That's fine. So they get a rage. That's fine. So this is going to deal more damage now, right? 21. But I still have the one shield. I have two shields? I have one shield and a rage. So we'll proc this. It'll get blocked by the shield. That's fine. 214. We got triple red, but no use for it. So I can gain 20 armor with these two. This is 14. This is 28 damage, and I have 20 armor already, so it might be worth just doing these two. Great. And then 14, 14, down to 12 armor. They're at 31. Can gain more rage. I would like a way to get a shield. So if I skip now, note that I get 2 counters, which will redirect some damage, and they'll get 1 rage. But we want to fill this stuff up first. So let's get a rage. Well, I can gain counter on stealth. So I can gain 2 more counters here. I'm planning on filling these up and skipping anyway. So let's get, I got 4 counters now. There's a shield. That's perfect. So now I can proc this without worrying, because I got 1 shield, right? So let's do that. Let's just fill this. Block the 24. Great. I've got triple red. All of this is scary amounts of damage. So I want to make sure I don't fill these. Let's do this here. Oh, that he was dead. I wasn't paying attention to his health. All right, well, sure. 12 piercing. See, this is all just like the same basic stuff, right? We've got 4 damage, 1 counter for 1. That's actually pretty good. And then just 12 piercing. It's kind of boring, but it's fine. Sure. So like when I pick cards, you'll notice like what makes a good card is just like raw power. There's a level up thing here. Let's just increase domination. It lets me get another whatchamacallit, like artifact basically, or trinket. Is there a place to get one here? There's deck change. Yeah, I can't go here until I finish the fights. All right, let's get the fights done. But yeah, the combat system is cool. It's just not, I don't know. It doesn't inspire you to want to play more, and that's the problem. Like, it's a cool system. It's just like I'm not having fun doing like cool, degenerate, stupid, like synergistic stuff. This is the trinket, so I can have 2 of these now. I'd like them to get this shield and then get these double attacks to hit through the shield, right? So what's a good way to do that? I would like to get a shield myself and then fill this up to shield the 15. So yeah, I can just do this. And then I can, oh, there's another shield. The problem is I'll have 2 shields and this is 10 damage coming through. I do have 20 armor. Yeah, we'll just do this. Alright, so I get 2 shields. I'm blocking the 15, one of these 10s, and then 110 gets through. And there's triple red. So now I want them to get the shield. While I still have these double damage things. So 16 damage is perfect. Tons of damage. They get the shield. But now I can get through the shield with this double damage thing. So it blocks 1, they still take 2. Alright, we've got 12 armor, which isn't enough to block. Well, it's enough to block this. So let's deal 6 down to 15. Ooh, 16 is perfect. That kills them actually. Nice. So like, I like the combat. It's a cool combat system. It's just I don't know. It just doesn't, like when I first played like Monster Train. I did a run. I was terrible at the game, but like it was so fun that I just wanted to play it again, right? Like the same thing with Slay the Spire. I played Slay the Spire, and as soon as I finished the first run, I was like, I want to play that again. I want to see what else I can do. I honestly just don't like any of these. I want to skip. But like, I was really inspired to like try it again. I wanted to play again. And this game, like, I did like 2 or 3 runs, and I was like, yeah, okay, that's cool. And then I just moved on. Because you know, there's like every single run I've done so far. This is like maybe my 5th run ever. They've all been exactly the same. What's breaking? Ignores shielded effects. Well, let's just proc this. Take 6. I got the armor, right? It's fine. So this is only 3 damage. It's not very much. So I can gain 12 armor, which is probably worth it. And then I want to deal 16. They're going to get 2 shielded, but then I have these double damage things. I should hope with that. Sure. Oh, I don't have any red. Well, that's awkward, huh? So I guess I don't have those. They have 8 shields. Oh. Oh, that's not good. How do I... And every single time I do this, which I haven't done yet, it's 2 more shields? Yikes. So I can gain... Do counters remove shield? That is a question. We can find out right now, actually. So I get 2 counters. Oh, it's delayed. It's delayed. I get it later. Bummer. Well, let's get a shield to block this damage. Yep. Rage 4 is kind of scary. So now I can use this to get through some of these shields. Down to 6. The problem is I can get rid of 2 of them. And then I guess we could try... I want to see if this counter will remove a shield. Alright, down to 7. So I want to take damage just to test this. Let's just fill this one up. It's 9 damage. Yep. 9 more damage. Alright, so 12 piercing. Alright, so we'll do 12 piercing. And then 6. Did it remove? I didn't see. No, it just dealt damage straight to them. Okay. So I can get past their shields with counters, I guess. This is only 3, not a big deal. I need more double damage things. So I guess I can just gain 12 armor here. Gain rage. Can't do it though. Alright, well, I'm having trouble getting through these shields, but I've got a ton of armor. 6 shields. I got a double damage thing, now I'm all blue. It's just annoying. Okay. Well, we'll deal damage. I don't want to fill this. I don't want the rage to start amplifying this damage. 12 piercing. I don't know, we'll do it here. So breaking goes through my... No. I don't know what breaking does. Oh, it ignores shields. Well, I can gain a shield of my own. Doesn't do much because they have this triple attack thing. Alright, well... Let's do this here. So that's 2 shields down. Down to 2. Yeah, this is... I get rid of 2, then they get 2 more. It's kind of annoying, but... It's fine. Alright. So I guess gain another shield. So I blocked 2 of these. I blocked the 6. Alright. So... 2 shields. This is a very, very annoying fight. We'll do this. That gets rid of them. So now that their shield's down, we want to deal 16. Down to 21. Yes, it switched to blue. Perfect. So we'll do 12. Down to 9. And we'll deal 12. See, that was an interesting fight. It took some thought. I had to work things out, right? It's a cool game. It just doesn't have like the depth that you want out of a roguelike. It's like it's like the type of game that you could play for a few hours and it's like, oh, that's really cool. But I don't want to like do runs, right? I don't really want any of this either. It's fine. Okay, so we have rewards. Let's see. At the start of battle, gain 1 precise or 1 counter. Counter can be good, so I guess that's fine. It's like just a tiny bit of damage. There's a shop, so you can build cards here. You can also gain like half a card and then combine it. There's a this here lets you like, oh, I do have stuff. I didn't realize. So like I can make cards here, right? So I don't know why the tooltip's going off the screen for me. That's awkward. 6 damage. Ignore shield. That would have been useful in the last fight. Also applies stigma. I mean, 1 for 6 damage is fine. I don't like any of my red cards, so never mind. We're not going to do this yet. So I can go back into the shop. Are there any red cards that I like? 4 damage, gain a counter is pretty good for 1. Deal 10 damage, gain 2 bleeding. So I can buy this. Go back to the deck change, create a card. So I like this. I like this. It's a cheap card, 2 1s is nice. So that seems pretty good. And we will move on. So an important aspect of this game, I might be seeing it here. Nope. We got an elite combat. Let's just go straight into that. An important aspect of this game is you can bail on runs. A major part of this is we're collecting resources to build a base of sorts, right? Witness my fury. Okay, well, you really want me to? So we've got 45 breaking damage, but it gives them weak, right? Because the arrow's back here. So I want a shield for that. And now that I have a shield, I want to proc that. So probably just dedicate tons of tons of blue here. What's encircle? All armor bonuses on enemy cards are reduced to 0 until the next redraw. Well, that's no fun. So I guess I can give them rage because I want to block this. Sure. 8 damage. Oh, this has tons of health. Holy crap. Well, I'm going to try to fill this. This is fine. And I can gain another shield. Oh, no, I can't. I don't have 2 blue. Alright, so this should block and give them weak. It did not block. Why didn't it block? Because it had breaking. Right. I'm an idiot. Okay, well, this is so much damage. Holy crap. 30 damage 2 times. Decrease all buffs. 20 damage. Boost 2. Well, let's start working through this, I guess. Deal 8 breaking damage. Deal 5 damage, gain a counter. Sure. I want to fill this, but not fully fill it. Because encircle could be problematic. Do I want to take 20? I mean, I could gain 12 armor and block all of it. I guess that's fine. It's going to boost though, so it's going to be more powerful. Sure. Alright, let's deal 20 down to 68. So I have lots of blue to work with here. So probably let's use that to get some damage in. Sure. Damage. 10 damage, 8 armor. This is 33. That's 66 damage. This brings me up to 28 armor though. So we'll do this. 20 damage sounds good. Deal 20 down to 22. I might be able to kill them without having to reset. I haven't had to do that yet. Alright, so they've got... We have lots of blue to work with here. I want to get rid of these double blues. I can't use them. I've got 1 red I can do, so this seems fine. So both of these are almost full. And then we should be fine so long as I draw 1 more single blue. I don't... Crap. Please, please, please. Give me a single blue attack. I do. So if I didn't, this would be a good time to swap these. It would flip them over. Although they're pretty bad over here too. Alright, well, whatever. Anyway, we win the fight. And I get a Steam achievement. Look at that. Cool. These are kind of expensive. 4 damage 5 times. Yes, it's all the same stuff. And I could be doing the stigma stuff. But like, whatever. So is this where I can bail? Return to Nadir, yeah. So bailing on a run, and because if I die, I lose all of this, right? So I can rest and restore 22 HP. I can dismantle a card, or I can return. So of course, you want to go as deep as you can, but I don't want to do a full run here. I think we get the idea. So the whole point of doing that is you're building a base up here, right? This is the base of sorts. So this unlocks more cards in the shop. And are they interesting at all? These are things that were already there. Add 2 Holy Strike. What's a Holy Strike? I don't know. What about this? Unlocks more card rewards. I still don't know what Holy Strike is. And these all look pretty much the same. There's a burn effect. I don't know, is there anything interesting at all? Dragons unlocks greed enemies and a new resource. Sure, I will construct this. And I guess I did that. Cool. So there's a new thing to collect, I guess. So yeah, it's a cool game, I would say, but like, man, it just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't inspire me to do runs, right, like a roguelike does, because if I started a new run right now, I'd just be still playing with like basic attacks and stuff, and I don't know, it just doesn't, it doesn't make me want to do it again, right? Maybe after like 10 hours or 20 hours, it really opens up and there's tons of crazy cool stuff here. But the problem is, I've done 4 or 5 runs now, and every single one of them has been exactly the same. And that's not great, right? That's not what you want. So, even if this game does get really cool, because the first impressions are just like, you know, it's cool. I like the art style. This art that we're looking at, very freaking cool. Love it. But it doesn't have the build variety and the RNG randomness that makes roguelikes so addicting. So yeah, that's just my thoughts. Cool game, cool combat system, but just kind of lacking, which is unfortunate because the art's really cool and I was very excited for it before it released. And it ended up being kind of a dud, but maybe you're interested in it, so hopefully that was interesting or useful in some way. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.